Whoa. That's crazy. If that's true, and you know I'm about to look that up right now. If that's true, this shit, along with what happened with Jake Lang, boy. Now let's get into this.
I came out here since you over here want to call this boy a murderer. Then we're gonna take the covers off you. Ain't nowhere in hell that you need to be a damn DA with this foolishness. Did you know? Hold this, please. I got you. That there is a 75-page federal lawsuit for sexual harassment of the DA that was saying that Karmelo Anthony is a murderer. Well, you need to be a registered sex offender, sucker. Let me read. Let me read. The pot calling the kettle black cow, but you the whole DA out here. Oh, so you thought y'all was the only one that could go in PACES. And let me explain to you what PACES is. PACES is the database for federal lawsuits. See, we have a research team, baby, that's colder than the media. So let me go ahead and read a little bit of it, show you how disgusting this joke is.
Oh.
After Jane Doe 1 refused defendant Willis, ain't that his name, Greg Willis? Oh, okay. Advances at the Galveston TDCAA conference, he treated her quite differently in the workplace. He began demeaning and berating her. In one closed-door meeting, he told her, "You think like a child, and I would treat you like a child." Defendant Willis likely appreciated the gender slurring that is implicit in a male supervisor telling a female employee that she thinks like a child. Oh, wait a minute, it gets better. Hold on. Hold on. More than once, she tried to break free, but he held her tighter. These physical encounters were unwanted and sexual in nature. Jane Doe 1 eventually put in for a position in the Victim Assistance Division and got it in
What?
December 2020. This role put her under the supervision of Chief Prickle. With moaning continued the most recent of the sexualized hugs back in April 2022. We got a damn freak for the DA, but you want to talk about Karmelo Anthony? No, we're gonna talk about.
Hold on.
He treated her quite differently in the workplace. He began demeaning and berating her. In one closed door meeting, he told her, "You think like a child, and I would treat you like a child." Defendant Willis likely appreciated the gender slurring that is implicit in a male supervisor telling a female employee that she thinks like a child. Oh, wait a minute, it gets better. Hold on. Hold on. More than once, she tried to break free, but he held her tighter. These physical encounters were unwanted and sexual in nature. Jane Doe 1 eventually put in for a position in the Victim Assistance Division and got it in December 2020. This role put her under the supervision of Chief Prickle.
What?
With moaning continued the most recent of the sexualized hugs back in April 2022. We got a damn freak.
Hold on, man. Hold on, bro. You can tell she from the country the way she talking. Hold on, bro. Y'all know I got to look this up now. I got to look this up. I already had another video coming out surrounding this situation, but I got to look this up. Hold on, chat. Chat, I got to look this up. Let me see. I'm about to get the details right now, chat. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, looking it up right now. Y'all know I got to get this up. Oh, okay. Y'all don't want to do that shit, huh? Oh, I see how we working now. Okay. I see how we working now. Now you want to play cap. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. We going to this right now. Give me a second, you guys. Oh, shit. Oh, we got action, y'all. Oh, we got action. Hold on now. Hold on now. I already told y'all I had the judge. I already told y'all I got a video coming out on the judge. I have a video coming out on the judge. Right? I told y'all this. Now, let's get to this right here. So, the federal sexual harassment and discrimination and retaliation lawsuit against Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis and other top officials concluded with a $1.75 million settlement finalized in late 2023. They should have reclused. They should have dismissed everybody from this case. It goes on to say the original 75-page complaint, right, which was Kim Pickrell at Bleep versus the Collin County Greg Willis case. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Smash the like button. Y'all got to share this video. Y'all got to share this video. It says, was filed in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Texas. It detailed widespread misconduct in a toxic workplace environment, y'all. Hold on, man. It said that the plaintiffs, the lawsuit was filed by 6 current and former employees of the DA's office. Oh, shit. Kim Pickle, the chief investigator, right? Keith Hensley, the deputy chief investigator. Fallon LaFleur, the prosecutor. Vikim Lee, the prosecutor. Jane Doe 1 and Jane Doe 2, 2 former employees. And it says the key allegations against, and this is the district attorney who was just talking about, yeah, justice was served against Karmelo Anthony. Well, let's talk about you. It says the lawsuit alleged that Greg Willis used his position of power to treat female subordinates as objects to satisfy his sexual impulses and personal vanity. Specific allegations included, right? Listen to this, y'all. Inappropriate physical contact. Chief investigator Kim Pickrell alleged that Willis gave her uninvited full frontal body hugs. God dog. Pressed her breast against his chest and moaned while rubbing her lower back, y'all. Also grooming and unwanted advances. Willis allegedly stroked Prickle's hand after inviting her, right, to his desk under the guise of needing computer help. He also reportedly used forced quote-unquote role play management exercises to groom and flirt with staff. He also, according to reports, targeted other staff. So it says the former prosecutor, Vikim Lee, alleged that Mr. Greg Willis, who's the DA in Karmelo Anthony's case, right? They saying that she basically alleged that Greg Willis rubbed her arm while stating, "Sometimes I can't help myself." He stroked her leg under the table at a bar while she was working and trapped her in a chair to massage her shoulders. Lord have mercy, man. To the person in the comment section who says, what does this have to do with the court case? Well, first of all, it shows you that people that were presiding over the court case are very, very, very questionable and have serious allegations, criminal allegations against them, and that they should not be presiding over any type of legal proceeding, especially when you're talking about people's lives involved. That's what it means right there, right? So let me say this to you again. Would you want anybody that was crooked presiding over your proceedings? No. That's what it has something to do with the court case, sir. That's what it has to do with the court. We ask that this judge, this district attorney, this person be recused because of certain aspects of their background, right? That should not grant them to be able to be in a position of leadership. Because remember, I'm the same one that came in here and told y'all that the spokesperson for Karmelo Anthony, they shouldn't have got him, right? They shouldn't have got him because of his background, regardless of he changed himself or not. See, when you talk about a case like this, you need everybody to be as clean as possible on the case, from the judge to the jury to everybody else that's working the staff. If you have sexual harassment, sexual misconduct allegations on, ain't no way in hell you're supposed to be over there. The hell is wrong with you, son? And you gonna sit up here and ask? What does this have to do with the case? It has everything to do with the case. I don't care about not new info. The general public didn't know this. We ain't down there in Collin County, Texas. But now that the general public knows this information, right? No, I nobody perfectly clean, sir. Bro, you're a racist, bro. I'm gonna get you out of here. You're a racist. You're a racist, man. I'm not arguing no more racists. Period. I'm just blocking your ass. I'm not arguing with no racists on my channel. You getting your ass up out of here, dog. This man have been accused of sexual misconduct, sexual harassment. Read this right here. The former prosecutor, Lakim Lay, alleged that, and this is the DA who was prosecuting Karmelo Anthony, right? She accused him, right, of rubbing her arm while stating, "Sometimes I can't help myself." Stroked her leg under the table at a bar while she was working and trapped her in a chair to massage her shoulders, right? Isolation tactics, y'all. They say that Willis allegedly forced the female employees into mandatory one-on-one meetings in his office with the door closed and attempted to accompany Pickrell to her hotel room during a business conference. Oh my God. This is the grounds for a new trial, in my opinion. That you ain't gotta ask me nothing else. This right here is the grounds for a new charge. This is 1,000% grounds for a new charge. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. They got some dirt going on down there in Collin County. Hold on. It says that demands for flattery. The plaintiffs testified that Willis demanded incessant flattery and gratitude and would berate, belittle, or retaliate against those who refuse his advances. And this is the dude that had pushing a conviction on Karmelo Anthony. Oh, sir, sorry, not gonna work. We're gonna run you out. You're gonna get ran out of here. Nope. Hold on, y'all. Look, now, look at this now. Look, now they saying that they denied the claims, right? And they said it was politically motivated. This is the same type of shit Donald Trump say. Oh, no, it's politically motivated. Now, anyways, following 10 hours of mediation, the Collin County Commissioners Court approved a $1.5 million settlement. Game over, bro. He's toast, bro. I'm sorry, bro. And see, here's the thing. Why isn't the lamestream media reporting about this, right? Why isn't the lamestream media reporting about this? Oh, I've already got a video on the judge. Everybody's saying, wait till you hear about the judge. I'm not worried about the judge. I already did a video on the judge. I just ain't put it on YouTube yet. I told y'all this morning I had a video on the judge coming. In my other video I did, I said I got a video on the judge that's coming. I told y'all this already in my other video. That I have a video on the judge that I hadn't even put that video out yet. Right? I have a video on everything. Right? But this right here hit me. Because I hadn't gotten to this part yet. I was still on the judge. So anyways, y'all, check this out. Boy, this is all down there. Boy, what the hell they got going on down there in Collin County? Boy, they got some devious, diabolical work going on down there in Collin County. And they put this boy in jail, in prison, and shipped his ass off ASAP. You must be out your damn mind. Hold on, y'all. Look at this. The Collin County. See, y'all know I F with me. You know I got it. I just landed in Europe, nigga. Huh? I just landed in Europe, nigga. Reebok showing I'm a tourist, nigga. Huh? Boy, let me tell y'all something. I'm about to tell y'all something, man. Right? And I'm going to say something to y'all. Right? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Just give me 1 second, you guys. Boy, this is diabolical work right here. Y'all smash the like button. Everybody in here smash the like button, man. Hold on. Shout out to Lakeisha McKenzie in the Cash App with the donation. Appreciate you. She just came through with $100 donation. I appreciate it. Also, shout out to Anthony Smith with the donation in the Cash App. Appreciate you, brother. If y'all want to donate, the link's pinned at the top of the chat, man. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Boy, this is disgusting right here, boy. Boy, they showing the faces of HE double hockey stick, boy. Do y'all not see this? The Collin County settles a lawsuit against the district attorney's office alleging sexual harassment, toxic workplace environment. The Collin County Commissioner's Court unanimously agreed Monday to settle the lawsuit filed by former and current county employees. I'm going to tell y'all something. This is the reason why you have to get a better lawyer, because your lawyer, he brings all this shit up before the trial. There is no way that your lawyer do not have all the information on the DA, on the judge, on all this. This happened in 2023. So there's no way that you have all this information and these people are still employed. All this stuff need to get packaged up along with the shit from that racist Jake Lane and put into an appeal package, because this was an absolute railroad, bro. And I'm sorry, man. There is no way you can convince me, no way that you can convince me that a goddamn DA that was accused of sex, and why wasn't there a police investigation? He was accused of sexual harassment. Where the hell is Tasha K when you need her? Tasha K, you always digging around Cardi B. You always digging around everybody, Shannon Sharp. Where are you at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Y'all be ducking that smoke with Donald Trump and all them allegations he got against him. You ducking that smoke with all, I ain't seen them say nothing about Phil Mickelson. But y'all always run around talking about what somebody else doing that look like you. Meanwhile, when we need all the investigators in the world to pull the card and pull the receipts on this stuff, they ain't nowhere to be found. They ain't nowhere to be found. She always talking about who Shannon Sharp is in the bed, what man Shannon Sharp allegedly in the bed with. But you got a whole situation with Karmelo Anthony's trial where you got a Collin County DA that has these type of sexual, and they settled. This thing gets thrown out. They settled and paid $1.7 million. You had all this time to cook on this and find this out. Y'all the ones who find out everything else. Man, listen, bro. This is why you got to get a good lawyer, bro. Because what your lawyer does, your lawyer, before the case, that's why I told y'all, yo, we undervalue the late, great Johnny Cochran, man. We undervalue Johnny Cochran, bro. We undervalue Johnny Cochran. You know why? The late, great Johnny Cochran, he would have had every information on the judge, the DA, the DA's family, the judge's family, anything that would have been out of order. He'd have pulled that shit up in court and said, nah, we need a whole different district to prosecute this case. He would have moved that whole case out of Collin County for the safety of everybody, the security of everybody, he'd have made sure it got televised. They would have got a new judge, all this stuff. And I got a whole video coming out about the judge, and I might just talk about him on here just for the hell of it. Right? Then you got the daddy went on a racist rant last night talking about he's a watermelon felon, boy. Come on, man. If that ain't racist, I don't know what is. Come on, man. This is nasty work right here. And see, this is the reason why I tell y'all this. All this stuff should have been, this is why you get private investigators. This is why you have real investigations going on, because you dig into this type of information because you need to know the information on everybody involved. I told y'all, they did a janky ass case. You didn't even call. You didn't even, time out. You didn't even call Hunter Metcalf to the stand. You didn't even call Hunter Metcalf to the stand. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You don't call Hunter Metcalf to the stand? Right? Jermaine, salute to you. I appreciate you, dog. Donation in the PayPal. Much love to you, brother. I see it. I'm on it right now, dog. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. And make sure y'all share this video. Smash the like button, y'all. Chat. Y'all got to hit the like button, chat. Y'all got to hit the like button, chat. Right? So it says Collin County commissioners unanimously agreed Monday to settle an amended lawsuit against the Collin County District's attorney office by 3 current and 3 former employees at that office. Hold on. And let me see something right here. I need to add something. I need to add something. Hold on. Hold on. I need to add something. Look at this, y'all. Look at this, y'all. I want y'all to think about this. It says, and this is nasty work right here, bro. This is nasty, bro. It says that the Collin County District Attorney, Greg Willis, was never criminally investigated because no formal criminal complaints were filed. What do you mean? The lady, listen, let me say this again. This is bullshit. I'm going to tell y'all why this is absolute bullshit. This is absolute bullshit, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all why this is bullshit. It's bullshit because Cassie didn't file a criminal complaint. All Cassie did was file a lawsuit. Let me repeat this again. All Cassie Ventura did, y'all, was file a lawsuit. That's all she did. Cassie filed a lawsuit, and guess what? The goddamn feds picked that shit up. The feds picked it up. You don't need to have no goddamn charges filed to investigate the situation. They can bring up once they see this, they can automatically bring up a criminal investigation. Think about what I just said to y'all. In the Diddy and Cassie case, Cassie did not go to the cops to criminally prosecute Diddy. When Cassie dropped that lawsuit against Diddy, the authorities picked that up and said, oh no, we're going to pick this up. That's exactly what happened. But they're saying that the Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis was never criminally investigated because no criminal complaints were filed. So what? Nigga, he's in lawsuit paperwork being accused of committing sex crimes. What are we talking about? Talking about the allegations did not meet the legal threshold for severe criminal offenses, and the legal dispute was resolved entirely through civil law. It doesn't matter. Diddy's situation was resolved through civil law. He settled with Cassie. They still investigated his ass. Right? Think about this. Think about this. Talking about the 6 plaintiffs chose to seek justice through the civil court system, filing a federal civil rights and employment lawsuit rather than filing criminal reports with law enforcement. Cassie didn't file a criminal report with law enforcement. See, this is what we talk about, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we talk about when we talk about inequality in America. When we talk about racism in America. Right? This is what we talk about. We put this all out on the table for y'all. Right here. Right here. Right? This is without no doubt. This is what we talking about to y'all. So when we say this type of shit, it's real like that, nigga. It's real like that. Right? So check this out, y'all. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to this. So it says, you guys, as y'all see right here, the suit accused District Attorney Greg Willis and the first Assistant District Attorney Bill Worski. These are the two dudes. These are the two dudes that are on Karmelo's case. Bro, this shit is disgusting, bro. I'm sick to my stomach right now, bro. These are the two prosecutors on Karmelo Anthony's case. Read that. Those are the two guys, Greg Willis and Bill Werschke. Right? So the suit accused the district attorney, Greg Willis, and first assistant district attorney, Bill Werschke, of sexually harassing multiple women who work or have worked in the district attorney's office. Right? And of retaliating against them when they refuse to comply with their sexual advances. That's a crime. You don't need no motherfucker. Bro, listen. Once you get that, that's a crime right there. And on that level, that goes beyond crime to corruption. To corruption. To corruption. In a statement released by the Collin County judge, Chris Hill, he also claims the lawsuit falsely claimed members of the commissioner's court were aware of the misconduct, y'all. Look at this. Read that right there. Bro, this is disgusting, bro. I'm sick to my stomach, bro. In a statement released by the Collin County judge, Chris Hill, he also claims the lawsuit falsely claimed members of the commissioner's court were aware of the misconduct in the office and refused to take action. So they saying that all these other people were aware and they ain't even want to do nothing. Turn a blind eye. It says the statement goes on to say that the commissioner's court engaged an independent legal firm to investigate the allegations immediately upon learning of them. The investigator talked with more than 30 current and former employees of the DA's office who say they discovered numerous inconsistencies, inaccuracies, and false statements in the allegations. Multiple employees are also directly disputed many of the lawsuit's allegations. So why did y'all settle? Why did y'all settle? Why did y'all pay somebody who y'all thought had inconsistencies $1.7 million to go away? Why? You don't pay somebody like that if it's not true. Look at this, y'all. As the female leadership in the Collin County District Attorney's Office, we would like to issue the statement in support of District Attorney Greg Willis and First Assistant Bill Werschke, said 11 current female chief prosecutors in the Collin County's DA's office, right? So they had women that rallied around these weasels, right? Think about this. Talking about something, they have cultivated an environment that empowers women. They don't pay it off these newspapers, bro. But guess what, y'all? I did better than this. I did better than this, y'all. Look what I got. Look what I got right here, y'all. Look what I got right here. Wait till y'all see what I got. Wait till y'all see what I got. I did better than that. Hold on, y'all. My bad. I did better than that, y'all. Y'all know me, man. Y'all know me. I did better than that. Hold on. I got something for you. I got a cake bake. I got a cake bake, y'all. I got a cake bake. Right? I got the paperwork. Oh, I got the paperwork. Oh, I got the paperwork. I got the paperwork, y'all. I got the paperwork. Now, look at this. Collin County, Texas, Greg Willis, Bill Werschke. Those are the two guys who are prosecuting Karmelo Anthony. Wow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, y'all. Look at this, y'all. Look at this, y'all. Everybody look at this now. I want y'all to look at this, right? This is the paperwork. I want to get right to the allegations, right? I want to get right to the allegations, y'all. Right? Now, look at this, y'all. Right here, number 8 on y'all screen. Defendant Greg Willis is independently elected district attorney of Collin County and may be served bleep, bleep, bleep. Defendant Bill Werschke is the first assistant to the Collin County district attorney and may be served at bleep, 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 or wherever he may be found. There y'all have it right here. Hold on. I got the paperwork. Hold on, y'all. Smash the like button as y'all come on in here. Y'all already know what I'm finna do. Oh, they got these people. They got these. This is disgusting. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Oh, snap. We getting this paperwork, boy. This paperwork get disgusting. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go with it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Are we right here? Here we go, y'all. Number 27. Number 27. In November of 2010, Defendant Greg Willis, that's the DA, the prosecutor who just put Karmelo Anthony in prison for 35 years. Think about this, y'all. Was elected to office of district attorney, right? His first term began on January the 3rd, 2011. DA Willis is married to a sitting district judge. He's a married man to a district judge. This is corruption at the highest fucking level, man. You're married to a district judge in Collin County and you got sex. You've been accused of sex crimes? Oh, no. Oh, no. What about your partner in crime? Mr. Worski, where he at? Where he at? Right? Your baby mama ain't even post a single. Right? Where she at? Where she at? Hold on now. Let's get to the allegations, y'all. That's what I want. Oh, no. Here we go. Number 32, y'all. In 2016, defendant Greg Willis hired Bill Worski. Those are two dudes who just put Karmelo Anthony in prison. Right? He hired defendant Bill Worski into the district attorney's office as a prosecutor. He was promoted to the first assistant in January 2017. During this time, as well as afterwards, Chief Pickrell was reporting directly to defendant Willis, as well as managing the entire investigator team. The secretarial staff and victims assistant unit, in addition to managing the crimes victim luncheon and the Tree of Angels events, Chief Pickrell was also the point person on a massive software development project called Foray, right? T-code training, firearms training budget, and payroll were also part of Chief Pickrell's assigned duties. Chief Kim Pickrell is responsible for physical security of the entire district attorney's office. Defendant Worski oversaw operations for the entire attorney staff of the district attorney's office. During this time, the commissioner's court was comprised of County Judge Chris Hill, Commissioner Cheryl Williams, Commissioner Duncan Webb, Commissioner Darrell Hale, and Commissioner Susan Fletcher. Cynthia Jacobson was a director of human resources, and Erica Johnson was the assistant director, y'all. Hold on, man. Y'all smash the like button now. Come on in here. Come on in here, y'all. Come on in here. Hold on, y'all. Come on. Where they at? Where she at? Where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Right? Hold on. Let's go down here, y'all. I got to get to the allegations, y'all. Hold on. Where's the allegations at? Hold on, you guys. Oh, no, it's right here. Hold on. I'm passing by. Hold on, y'all. I'm passing by. Oh, this shit is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, my God. Damn. Hey, y'all seeing this? They got to overturn this case, bro. They got to overturn this case. He got to get another trial. Karmelo Anthony going to get another trial. He had to. These people are dirty. Hold on, y'all. These some dirty ass people. Hold on, you guys. All right, y'all, look at this right here. Look at this right here, you guys. Wow. All right, I see what it is, you guys. Okay, so check it out, y'all. I'm going to start right here. I'm going to read this shit. I wanted to see where the official complaints is at, but it's right here. All right, so we're going right from 33, y'all. I'm going to read it fast. Once Chief Pickrell began reporting to Defendant Willis. Defendant Willis is the DA for everybody who doesn't know. Defendant Willis is the DA who just prosecuted Karmelo Anthony. Him and Defendant Worski. Those are the two DAs that just put Karmelo Anthony in prison for 35 years. Hold on, y'all. Once Chief Pickrell began reporting to Defendant Willis, he began to treat her differently from male employees, right? So once the woman, she says, now Chief Pickrell is the woman, right? Y'all remember that. Chief Pickrell is the woman. I'm just going to say Miss Pickrell so y'all don't get it confused. Miss Pickrell, once Miss Pickrell began reporting, right, to Defendant Willis, right? So she's saying once she began reporting at work to the DA, Greg Willis, who just threw Carmelo Anthony in prison, right, for 35 years, he began to treat her differently from male employees. He made repeated unwanted sexual advances at Mrs. Pickrell, I should say, as well as routine unwelcome efforts to flirt with her. In one of her first roles under DA Willis, she accompanied him to a Texas District and County Attorneys Association conference. As chief investigator, Kim Pickrell is defendant Willis's head of security. At this conference, he requested that Chief Pickrell escort him to a welcome reception along the seawall where the attendees in conference were socializing upon arrival. Chief Pickrell believed this request was made to her in law enforcement capacity and in the performance of her role as security person, a professional, right? As a security professional. Once she delivered DA Willis to the welcome reception, she requested permission to briefly leave the reception to call her husband. After Mrs. Pickrell, asked for that moment to call her husband, the DA Willis unexpectedly offered to leave the reception and accompany her to the hotel. Mrs. Pickrell was confused by the DA's offer, since he had been at the reception for less than 10 minutes, and she, a security professional, had no need to have had a DA accompany her. Then it dawned on her. DA Willis wanted to be alone with her at the hotel for reasons that were not legitimately job related. This incident was only the beginning. Oh shit. Boy, this finna get funky. As a part of Chief Pickrell's reporting to defendant Willis, he required exceptionally long meetings on a weekly basis. These meetings sometimes went on for hours, and during the entirety of the meetings, he required his door to remain closed during these meetings. DA Willis sometimes moved from the seat behind his desk to sit next to Chief Pickrell in the seats facing his desk. This seating arrangement was tight, and it caused their knees to touch, y'all. Oh shit. On one specific occasion, he needed help on an electric document located on his computer and invited her over to his computer area. Once she was in place, he began to stroke her hand with his hand. Quite frequently, he would give her a full frontal body hug while pressing her breast into his chest. Oh my God. How they say back in the day, y'all? They started feeling on your chest. She started feeling on her breast. And then no need for me to stress the rest. Oh my God. Oh my God. How should they say, oh my God? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, bro, it's up. Oh, it's definitely up, y'all. The baby mama ain't even post a single, y'all. The baby mama ain't even post a single. Baby mama ain't even post a single. Right? Where's she at? Where's she at? Come on now. Y'all see this, right? Then it says he'd often remark about the condition of Chief Pickrell's body, saying that he could tell that she, quote unquote, worked out. Defendant Willis told Chief Pickrell how good her body looked and that he just couldn't be around her because she looked so good. On another occasion, he alluded to his own arousal and said that he couldn't sit next to her anymore because he couldn't help himself. This is a married man now. He couldn't help himself getting excited because she looked too good. On multiple occasions, he told her she was beautiful and that she had beautiful eyes. During these extended meetings, there were times defendant Willis refused to discuss business and instead asked personal questions about her family life. The harassment and unwanted touching at the computer was typical, but unusual only in that the pretext that there was a business purpose, as he told Chief Pickrell, right, this woman, expressly that his motive for these meetings was personal, not business to him. When he saw Chief Pickrell in the hallway, he would sometimes ask her, join me in my office. As they walked towards the office, he would position himself to look over her shoulder and down her breastises. This the man who just put Carmelo Anthony in prison for 35 years. Come on, bro. I swear to God, man. The devil's a lie. The devil is a lie. Come on now. So check it out, y'all. As they walked towards his office, right? She said he would position himself to look over her shoulder and down her breast. While they walked, his eyes were fixated on her breast. He would literally moan. He would often say in these moments, I'm sorry, you just look too good, and keep moaning. On another occasion, Defendant Willis chose to pull Chief Pickrell, this female, into his office from the hall. After doing so, he pulled her body into his, pressing her breastises against his chest. He then leaned towards her with his face in an attempt to kiss her on the mouth. There was no agenda or county business to discuss. This was simply his way of showing her he could control her and that he would continue to use her as an object for his romantic or sexual desires. Mrs. Pickrell understood that to keep her position as the chief investigator, that she would have to tolerate the DA Willis's sexual advances as a part of his quid pro quo, as well to tolerate his abuse when she did not submit to his advances. Now, some of y'all gonna say, Ticket, well, what is quid pro quo, Ticket? Well, quid pro quo is when you do what I say or you get fired. So basically, like, you know, hey, if I want you to give me a BJ, you're gonna do it or you fired. If I tell you to come over here and get on your and you don't do it, you fired. You gonna do whatever I want you to do, or I'm gonna find a reason to fire your ass. Period. So I'm gonna use that basically to control your career over here. That's what that is. That's what that is, you guys. I'm gonna use that to control your career over here. That's what that is. For you guys who don't understand and don't know or don't, you know what I'm saying, realize how serious this shit is, oh, it's real. It's very real, right? Very real, you guys. So this is what we're dealing with right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're dealing with some real super demonic type of activity, right? Shout out to my boy Xavier coming through, $50 donation to Cash App. Appreciate you, dog, showing love, man. I appreciate it, brother. Much love to you, man. You know what it is. Check it out, y'all. So it goes on to say, right? Now let's go down, right? And appreciate everybody supporting the stream. Cash App, PayPal link, Venmo is at the pin in the chat. Y'all see it in the live chat right there. It says Defendant Willis' conduct, right? This is the DA. Became more threatening once it was clear to him that Mrs. Pickrell was not receptive to his sexual advances or his attempts to flirt with her. He began berating and belittling her so frequently that she never knew what version of the DA Willis that she would get on that day. He was just as likely to come onto her as he was to scream at her. Right? Notably, DA Willis often refused to discuss business with her, choosing instead to play mind games with this woman. Defendant Willis, and y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here, would make this woman, Mrs. Pickrell, this is nasty, y'all, do role play scenarios where he would pretend to be her and he would require her to be him, the district attorney. Whereas role play can be a useful management exercise, he used it as means to groom, flirt, make sexual advances, and assert control. During role play, defendant Willis would berate her for not being able to read his mind. She could read his nonverbal communication that he wanted a sexual interlude with her, and he got angry when she never provided him with that answer. His harassment of Mrs. Pickrell fit a familiar pattern for him, right? He initiates scenarios and exchanges that he intends to be flirtatious, from which he draws gratification, y'all. He also uses his position of power to force unwanted touching, knowing that even when not reciprocal, the female employee is in no position to rebuff him outwardly. Once he comes to understand that there will be no actual sexual interlude, he is gratified by expressing his anger through acts of intimidation, control, manipulation, and retaliation. Hold on, let me tell this dog, be quiet. Hey, Ike, shut that noise up, man. I call that dog Ike because that dog be fussing and fighting all the time, man. So, let's keep going. She said, check this out, y'all. Defendant D.A. Willis also consistently refused to accept personal responsibility for conduct he knew to be sexually harassing and unlawful. As he would tell it, it was never his fault that he made unwanted sexual advances at D.A. Pickrell, but rather hers, because she looked too good for him to be expected to control his urges. Similarly, he wanted the Kim Lee to behave, or to believe, while he was sexually harassing her, that the workplace sexual misconduct was a compulsion for him rather than a personal choice, because he just could not help himself from doing so when near her. Now think about this. This dude is locking people up and in here committing crimes himself, allegedly. This is crazy. This is diabolical work. Bro, this man get a new trial. With everything combined, there's no reason why he can't get a new trial. And I'll make sure everybody listen to this video. Y'all have to like this video, bro. I'm telling everybody that's listening to this video, you have to share this video on X. You have to share this video on Facebook. You have to share this video on all social media platforms, yo. You have to make this video and make everybody talking about, go to the mainstream media to bring this up, right? Because this is disgusting right here, bro. And if that $2 lawyer would have did his job, this already would have been brought up. As early as 2017, from the top of the page, read this, y'all. Mrs. Pickrell told the DA, the deputy chief, right, Keith Hensley, about DA Willis, consistent abuse of her. She said she told somebody. She disclosed that she had not reported the abuse to HR, Human Resources, because she was afraid of losing her job, and that she always became anxious, nervous, and physically sick each time she was scheduled for a one-on-one meeting with DA Willis, who insisted, right, that his opaque frosted door remained closed. Due to anxiety, fear, and physical anguish Chief Pickrell felt during these closed-door meetings, DA or Deputy Chief Hensley would frequently sit in Chief Pickrell's office, which shared a wall with DA Willis's office. Mrs. Pickrell and the Deputy Chief Hensley developed a plan that in the event a meeting with DA Willis escalated to a level of harassment she could not navigate, she would knock on the wall so that he could intervene. These meetings happened regularly. There were many occasions where Chief Pickerel desperately wanted to knock on the wall to signal Hensley that she was in distress, but she did not do so, for fear of incurring DA Willis's wrath should he perceive her knock as a cry for help and a joint challenge of his authority. This is crazy right here, y'all. Look at this, y'all. DA Willis' abuse and harassment wasn't limited to Chief Pickerel. Indeed, Deputy Chief Hensley personally witnessed other instances with the previous administrative assistant to DA Willis where extreme yelling matches would ensue. On at least one occasion, DA Willis threw a backpack in his office at a female staffer, a fact which is known by many in the office. It was common for Deputy Chief Hensley to see women leave DA Willis's office in tears. Between 2017 and 2022, Mrs. Chief Pickerel was often the confidant for others who were experiencing the erratic, abusive behavior of DA Willis. This behavior at times was sexually charged, like she experienced, while other times were eruptions of DA Willis's fierce rage, similarly to what she endured. It was not unusual for women to come into her office crying, right? Or crying tears, right? Were routine in the DA's office. However, crying was expressly prohibited. Now, this is the assistant DA attorney who just threw Karmelo Anthony in prison. Defendant Worski, DA Worski, that's the assistant DA. He was right there for all this shit that they allege, which compounded the anguish that Mrs. Pickerel and others experienced as a result of their interactions with DA Willis. DA Worski, Willis's partner, who just threw Karmelo Anthony in prison for 35 years, enforced his no crying policy in prosecutor team meetings, whereby he would issue edicts such as go home if you're going to cry. There's no crying in the DA's office. No snowflakes in this office. Check your emotions at the door. And nobody gives a shit about your feelings. That's what they was telling these women. Bro, these motherfuckers just as bad as did. Bro, let me tell y'all something. Given his role in professional relationship with Chief Pickerel, right, Mrs. Pickerel, Deputy Chief Hensley witnessed this as well. Deputy Chief Hensley was alarmed by female employees who were pushed to the point of tears, as this had not happened anywhere else during his career in law enforcement, and was not objectively normal, professional, or acceptable behavior. The abuse from DA Willis was not limited to Mrs. Pickerel. Jane Doe 1 was hired as a receptionist at the district attorney's office in 2019. A few months into that position, Jane Doe 1 became DA Willis's administrative assistant on a trial period. Almost immediately, DA Willis made unwanted comments about Jane Doe 1's appearance, comments that were inappropriate coming from the elected DAs in a professional district attorney's office. In addition, this is sad, bro. To these inappropriate comments and full frontal hugs with moaning, DA Willis held the same type of closed-door meetings with Jane Doe 1 as he did with Mrs. Pickerel, with no one else present in the room during the quote-unquote trial period. As a part of her job, Jane Doe 1 traveled to a Texas County and DA's attorney office conference in Galveston. This is the same annual conference hosted by the Texas District and County Attorneys Association, where he had a prior year harassed Chief Kim Pickerel, right? After a group dinner, Jane Doe 1 was sitting in the hotel lobby with DA Willis, while in the group dispersed for the evening. During this time, DA Willis invited Jane Doe 1 to his hotel room, which she politely declined. He changed the subject for a bit, then asked her again if she would like to come up to the hotel easy. Girl, you want to come to my hotel? Baby, I'll leave you my room key. Oh, they got R. Kelly locked up, and these mofos sound like they need to be locked up right beside R. Kelly. Let's get, but they throwing these people, right? They throwing these people in the jail. So let me get this right. They throwing these people. They throwing Karmelo Anthony. They acting like they the law, and they got all kind of allegations of corruption on them. Boy, this is disgusting work. And they didn't have no criminal investigation. None. This is devil. This is the absolute face of the devil. This is the face of the devil right here, bro. There ain't no other. This is the face of the devil. Straight up. Look at this, y'all. Number 41. And everybody hit the like button, man. Y'all, let's get the likes up, man. We need to have the likes up, man. Y'all share this video, man. After Jane Doe 1 refused DA Willis's advances at the Galveston TDCAA conference, he treated her quite differently in the workplace. He began demeaning and berating her. In one closed-door meeting, he told her, "You think like a child, and I will treat you like a child." DA Willis likely appreciated the gender slurring that is implicit in a male supervisor telling a female employee that she thinks like a child and that therefore be treated as one, which makes his misconduct even more violative, right, of personal and public trust. In the same vein, DA Willis told Jane Doe 1 that her opinion was unimportant and that she must sit in the back of the room during executive meetings and take notes and say absolutely nothing. Rebuffing his sexual advances put Jane Doe 1 in the proverbial back of the bus. In several other closed-door meetings, both before and after the conference, DA Willis would give full-body frontal hugs where he pressed her breast into his body and lingered while moaning. He rubbed her lower back with his hands while her arms were stiffly by her side. More than once, she tried to break free, but he held her tighter. These physical encounters were unwanted and sexual in their nature. Jane Doe 1 eventually put in for a position at the Victims Assistance Division and got it. In December 2020, this role put her under the supervision of Mrs. Pickrell, a welcome change. However, the unwanted touching and full frontal hugs with the moaning continued. The most recent of these sexualized hugs was in April of 2022. Number 42, y'all. Similar to Jane Doe 1, DA Willis personally recruited Jane Doe 2 for community engagement director position after searching the professional networking website LinkedIn himself, going outside the normal hiring methodology, right? Methodology. This job paid less than half of Jane Doe's usual rate. But DA Willis made representations that he would pay her significantly more. Therefore, he assured her that he would persuade the commissioner's court to create a hybrid position that paid her more appropriately. Jane Doe 2, you guys, Jane Doe 2, right, the meetings with her occurred during the pandemic when the office was far less populated. In those meetings and other offices, DA Willis soon began making sexually suggestive remarks to Jane Doe 2, including, "No one rocks those jeans like you. And those jeans, kind of scrumptious. Is there any more room for me in those jeans? How they fit, and I like it. I'm the DA. I just threw Carmelo Anthony in the prison, but they should be investigating me because I was looking at your in them jeans. Capping ass DA. He said, no one rocks those jeans like you. One day, he walked into her office and said, I thought the heat from the space heater was from your hotness. On another day, he walked into her office while she was on the phone. She remarked to the listener on the other end of the phone discussion that she needed to cut the call short because her boss walked in. D.A. Willis heard the remark and said to Jane Doe 2, come on now, throw me a bone. Can't you just say that a good-looking guy walked in? Question mark. On another specific occasion, D.A. Willis and D.A. Worski, the two guys who just threw Carmelo Anthony in prison, while in the office and aware of Jane Doe 2's presence, made smirking remark about the physique of a female model in an apparel catalog. More specifically, D.A. Willis was unable to answer a work-related question posed to him by Jane Doe 2, to which D.A. Worski commented that D.A. Willis was distracted by a model in the catalog. Number 44. In addition to the sexually harassing remarks, D.A. Willis often berated Jane Doe 2 when he perceived that she was not sufficiently flattering him. He frequently solicited compliments from her and expressed frustration when he was not praised by Jane Doe 2 and others. He refused to make basic decisions or engage in discussions about actual business, y'all, choosing rather to inflict emotional distress through circular browbeating sessions, whereby he would grow angry that Jane Doe 2 could not read his mind. Right? I can read your mind, baby. I know what you're thinking. It's okay. It's okay. Oh boy, these some perverts, allegedly, over there that put Carmelo Anthony in prison. Lord have mercy. This is disgusting, boy. These people need to be in prison. They didn't want to need to be in prison. Boy, this fool got a whole case right here to get a new trial. This is disgusting, bro. Are y'all not listening to what I'm reading, y'all? This is how you know that lawyer he had was bullshit. How did that lawyer miss all this? If you're a lawyer, and that lawyer, guess what? He didn't miss it. Time out. Let me say this again. This is even more egregious. Carmelo Anthony's lawyer, he know those people. He knew what time it was with this shit. Think he didn't know about this? He known them for years. He knew this shit was, and he didn't say a fucking word. He's complicit. Let me repeat myself again. He's complicit. The DA and the assistant DA, let me say this again. There's no way you're going to tell me, and shout out to my boy Town Business in the building. Salute, Town. There's no way you're going to tell me that the DA and the assistant DA been running around here sexually harassing all these women on the job, and that attorney did not know. Make it make sense. I want y'all to hear this again. The attorney for Carmelo Anthony works right down there in Collin County, Texas. He worked right down there in so they all know each other. Those guys have been working down there for years. The DA, and you know how many cases he probably prosecuted against them? How don't you bring this up against them unless you're cool with them in real life? Make it make sense. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this to y'all again. I want to repeat this so everybody listen to the video. How doesn't everybody, and I'm going to just say this again to everybody listen to this video. The attorney, they knew about this. The judge have been there since 2007. The judge, he knew about this shit. They've known about this. I want to repeat something, y'all. They didn't even criminally investigate these guys. They got a whole corrupt system down there in Collin County, and I'm finna tell y'all why. If the police see something and they see a crime, or they believe that they see a crime, or somebody's complaining about a crime, and they have enough witnesses, enough people complaining, they can go do an investigation on their own. They don't need somebody to go down there and report that. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. For example, if you see somebody that's been beaten, they can go open up an investigation on their own. They don't need somebody to come say, hey, this happened to me. They can go open up an investigation, investigate, and arrest somebody. This is the same thing I told y'all that they did to Diddy. When Cassie filed the lawsuit, Cassie did not go to the police. The police said, oh, okay. They looked at the lawsuit. They looked at all the allegations, and they took those allegations and went and opened an investigation into Diddy. Well, the Collin County Police Department, they didn't open no investigation into the district attorney. They saw all of these devastating allegations. And this is at the highest level, because this is down there in the courthouse. This is a whole new level of corruption, right? Well, you got DAs, right? And all these other people down there sexually harassing women, according to these women, right? In the workplace, holding this over their jobs, according to these women, right? And you don't have no criminal investigation. They all dirty. That's why I told y'all that family made a huge mistake. They should have went and got an out-of-state lawyer. You never get it, and they should have asked for a venue change. But all this needs to be brought back up. See what I'm saying? And I'm glad, like a person like my boy Town, I'm glad he wasn't out there, bro. I'm glad he wasn't outside the courthouse, bro. Because I'm finna tell y'all something. Town is one of the type of cats, bro. If Jake Lang would have ran up to him talking that crazy shit, bro. Nah, man. I don't think Town would have had the self-control he need. It would have been real ugly out there, bro. I think it would have been disgusting out there, to be honest with y'all, bro. Because you running in black folk face, saying the shit you saying like that, it would have got real bad. See what I'm saying? And then it would have really been something out there. It'd have been a whole mess out that courthouse. And I'm just telling y'all something, man. That's by the grace of God that they only had like a certain, they didn't have nobody that really crossed that line out there. Because it was going to get disgusting out that courthouse. It was going to get disgusting out there, bro. And this is disgusting, bro. Let me tell y'all something. And I told y'all, I got a video coming out about the judge too. I was going to put the video out about the judge tonight. All I got to do is upload it. I've already saved it. I've already did all the editing to it. All I got to do is put it on my channel. And then I seen this about the DA and the assistant DA. So you got shit on the judge, the DA, the assistant DA. Man, this is disgusting, bro. This is absolutely fucking disgusting, bro. Look at this, y'all. There's no way you can't tell me this did not require or meet the requirements of a criminal investigation, bro. There's no way. You're talking about, bro, let me tell y'all something. You know how I know it's not true, y'all? Because of what just happened in that other case with the black. Think about this. There was another case that just happened, y'all. I didn't talk about this on this channel. And see, y'all don't know me that well. I follow all this shit, right? But there was another case, and it was in another jurisdiction, right? And it was a black police officer, right? Chief of police. They just lost. Hold on, y'all. My bad. All right, I'm gonna open the gate. They just lost, right? They just lost that police chief their jobs. Him, and because he was slinging wood to the judge. So the police chief and the judge was getting busy in the office, and the co-workers, right? And everybody heard this. They investigated them, and they removed all of them from their positions. Y'all can look it up. This just happened. You can look this up. This just happened, y'all. This just happened. So they removed all of them from their positions. Are y'all not hearing what I'm saying to y'all? This just happened. Hold on, man. Yeah. Hold on, you guys. I'll tell you now. Yo, I just opened the door. I opened the gate. I just opened the gate. So, as I told y'all, right? I just told y'all this, right? Listen to what I said to y'all, right? So this right here let y'all know the level of corruption that's involved in this case. The parents, in my opinion, bro, did a horrible job, man. Right? The parents did a horrible job because, for one, you have to know who the hell you got that you hiring, bro. This your son fighting for his life. And I don't want to demonize the parent, but you got to be, bro, when your son fighting for his life, bro, you can't be sitting back like, oh, I'm just going to listen to what they tell. Man, are you crazy? That's your kid, bro. As soon as I feel like something ain't right, we stopping this whole thing. We stopping this whole thing. It's this instance I feel like in my spirit, the instant I feel like something ain't right in my soul, you ain't going to be able to shake me up off my kid. That's a fact. You know, and they should have followed their intuitions. Because now they don't put y'all kid for prison 35 years behind a box. And to the person who said it ain't that deep, nigga, it's that deep. It's so deep, it's some shit you can't even sink your feet in, Playboy. You got a boy, you got one boy that's not here, another boy that's gone for 35 years, and the DA got all kind of sexual assault and sexual misconduct allegations against him. Corruption all in that effing office. And you gonna tell me it ain't big? The hell is wrong with you? $5 ass down somewhere. I'm telling you this. The ladies is telling y'all that not only was they sexually harassing them, they using this to control their jobs. That's a whole new level of corruption. That's a whole new level of corruption that's going on in the courthouse. That's why it's important. And this happened a few years ago. So guess what? The lawyer they got, he's a career lawyer in that part of Texas. So what do that mean? He knew all of this shit and didn't question none of it during the trial. He's complicit. He's complicit. He should have used all of these different aspects from the DA, all of these people. But here's the problem. He got to work down there. He got to work down there. He got to live down there. That's why you should never have did that shit, bro. I'm telling you, when you fighting a case like that, bro, you always go get an out-of-town lawyer. Period. Because them lawyers, they got to work in them places, man. Especially if you live in an all-white town. There ain't no way, bro. You have to go get an outside lawyer. Because at the end of the day, them lawyers got to work with those DAs on other cases. They got to work with those judges on other cases. If you screw them over on a big case like that, man, they'll screw you over. They'll make it hell and high water for you to work down there. They'll make it so you'll never have a job in Collin County again. This is the part y'all got to understand. I don't think y'all really understand the dynamics of this shit. Imagine a DA and an assistant DA that's accused of sexually harassing and using that shit against women to control the workplace atmosphere, talking about and judging another boy's life. When they themselves, according to the allegations, if true, need to be put in prison. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And this is why I blame the parents in a way, because you can't